everyone. Thank you for coming back. It is going to be a fun episode. I am completely inspired by the Living Color Coral, which is the Pantone color of the year in 2019. So that color, I wanted to use different shades of that color and different textures and put like a tablescape inspired by like colored succulents and so forth. So if this is the first time you're watching one of my episodes, obviously you'll see my social media around the screen, but thank you for joining us, and I'm gonna get started in this episode really quickly. So bear with me. Let me see what I'm gonna start with to be a little easy. So I have 3 containers that I've done, 3 different looks that I'm gonna do. And the first look I should do, and let's make this work, is I've taken succulent plants and cleaned out the stems, the dirt, and I've used wooden skewers to prop them up. Now, in order to paint these, I've taken 3 different paints. If you look at it, excuse me, if you look at the coloration, you can tell. Well, now I can't tell, because 2 of them look really similar. I've used 3 different colors, and I'm gonna do a succulent arrangement using kind of shades in the corals and the sands. So I'm gonna start with the first insertion, which is gonna be the largest of all. This is the 3rd color that I couldn't find. So there's a little bit of depth in the arrangement. Keeping in the theme of coral, living coral, you're gonna see a lot of trends and a lot of designs happening this year with that. And I've picked out maybe 4 different types of variations of succulents, and I've painted them in 3 different colors. Where are the colors, girls? And I'm finished. This is the last one. I'm gonna pull this apart, not pull it apart. Take this down here, add this one to it, and clean out that table so I can start the next project. But look how gorgeous, sophisticated, gorgeous this is. And then I'm going to take some of my flowers, and I've got proteas, I've got bouvardia, I've got sweet peas and ranunculus in that color, and then I have amaryllis, protea, another variety of protea, and cymbidium orchids. So let's do this. But I also have beautiful grapefruit, and I don't know if I want to use it in, look at this color. Oh, the smell. I need sugar, I want to eat this right now. So, fresh. I might just tuck these in right here for right now. I'm doing it smart in the middle. I'm not doing it from the opposite side. So let's try it and see what it looks like from the opposite side, guys. So I would rather cut it into the round piece. I don't like this feeling of it for some odd reason. Here. Oh my God. And I'm gonna jab it in sideways, like this. I'm gonna prop it up like this. And then the other one that I use, I'm gonna mirror it a little bit taller. I'm gonna take my protea. If you don't mind, I'm gonna switch this over. I wanna see it because I have to do it a specific look, otherwise I can't do it. I can't do it backwards. So you're gonna see the front side, and then you're gonna see it done up. So I'm taking the proteas, it's 1 bunch, it's 5 stems, and I'm kind of layering it in between. And I will do the same for the other one. So this is how it looks. But this one I'm gonna do the opposite side, right? I'm gonna take this one now, and I'm going to take my Cymbidium orchids, and it's a pretty heavy, healthy stem. So I'm gonna go in and I'm going to take 2 out, and I'm gonna layer it inside, coming on one side. We'll do the opposite on the other side. I really wanted to use coral peonies, but they were out of season. They were coming in from New Zealand, Australia, it's their season, and then it's only in for a very short period of time. I'm gonna take another one and do it on the opposite side. Now, I do have amaryllis, but the amaryllis is really big, so I think I'm gonna start, these are dyed sweet peas. So I'm gonna layer this like even above when you're looking at the grapefruit, kind of in the back, so it kind of takes your eye to the back. I can use, I bought 2 bunches, so I think I can use the 2 bunches. I've got my ranunculus. Again, I can bring in succulents. If I had some extra succulents, I would have definitely added that. We have ranunculus, and I want ranunculus to be playful. Just like that. So I'm gonna mix the colors, because if you saw, I have 2 kind of varieties, a little bit more on the coral darker side, and then the other one's a little on the lighter peachier side. So I'm gonna use both. I'm gonna do 5 stems in here on this color, and then I'm gonna do 5 stems of that on the other side as well. Again, one of the major elements in design is color, the usage of color. You know, there's designers that can do color really well, and some designers, you know, they like the monochromatic because they don't know how to balance color or give depth. It's okay, that's the type of designers they are. I'm not one of them. I'm able to like use color in the right way. It's always been one of my strongest design. I've been lucky. No, I wasn't lucky, because lucky's not a, I don't consider there's luck. I think you're prepared in life for certain things that you get, or it's given to you by God, you know, and I think I've been given that talent by God, really. Look at this. Like I'm seeing it from the back side of it, and I'm going, oh. Imagine what you're seeing on camera. Here. That was the last of it. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of this just to cover up the foam that's in spaces in between. I'm finishing up right now. And I'm super excited because I'm gonna do one more simple, like an arrangement that I'm gonna show you. And then we're gonna pull all this out. And then I'm gonna show you how to layer it one more time. So these are fire stick succulents. These happen to grow in my garden. They have a milky stem to it, so after you've cut it, I wouldn't suggest you put it into the water because it's going to milk up the clean water. What I would do is I would let it dry out, or I would burn fire, like I would put it up on top of the flame so it can burn the sap. Yeah? So I'm going to take the tallest and I'm going to just submerge it, and it's okay if some of them come out of it because it kind of looks like a coral reef to me. So put this in here. These, we didn't spray, but I can always add this. Look how simple this is. But look how we're gonna layer this. Like, you've got the elegance, and then you've got like structured succulents, and then you've got this airy, wispy kind of structured succulents. So let me pull all of this out, clean the table, and show you how this is gonna be pulled together. So in my mind, when I was cleaning up the table, I was like, now how do I present this, right? Like, do I keep it in like the same kind of symmetrical uniform of like dividing all the different layers and putting one in the center and then really doing it that way? I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that at all. And so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna spread it out, and you can do this for like an entry table, you can do it for a place card table for an event, and look at how, I'm gonna pull these aside. This will be my last thing, like this. I'm gonna put the succulents. And then I'm gonna start doing my votives. And I'm gonna need to light that. Just the reflection on the glass is gonna make a big difference. And I like to go in and out with my candles. And then I'm gonna go do, you know what? I'm gonna put this bowl out. I'm gonna get my lighter. I'm gonna light the candles. While I'm lighting this candle, I'm going, oh my God, just that that amber candlelight color coming into that warmth that you're adding to this, the rose gold, the corals. I think it just, God, can you imagine you've literally, I've designed a party that you can use all elements or parts of this element without like going, oh my God, you're out of budget, because some of the things are inexpensive and fast to do. And even just taking candles and grapefruits, right? You don't have to do the rest of the things if you might not have sources to succulents. You can take silk, you know, the botanically correct faux pieces and do the same thing. It's a matter of, you know, I'm trying to get your mind to think constantly, like, because you're always running into, you know, people saying, you know, I was in a city and one of the designers was saying to me, well, we only have palm leaves to work with all the time. And I'm like, okay, then deconstruct it, reconstruct it, you know, paint it, twist it, do something to it to change it. And that's what great design is, right? We all inspire one another all the time. I hope I inspired you. I thank you in true honesty that you are even watching my videos. It just makes me want to share even more, that I know that I am inspiring all of you. You'll get to see my social feed on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed and this was the first time, please do so. And again, if there's any comments or anything that you want me to work on, or you know, sometimes I'm not doing a good job, and I've done several episodes, and not several, many episodes in a day, so my mind is not quite there. But I hope I completely inspired you with this, and thank you again for sharing your time with me, and we're gonna peace out.